those of you who don't know me, I'm Melissa, and this is my channel to make healthy foods. I'm a Beachbody coach, and I like to do some recipe videos for all my challengers. And we've fallen a little bit out of eating healthy, but we got to get back on the wagon. It's okay if you fall off for a little bit as long as you get back on, right? This is my husband, Michael.
Hello.
And I thought that it would be fun to do some videos to teach him how to cook. I know these days a lot of men and women don't cook, but since we've been married, I've been doing all the cooking, and since we both work, it's really helpful maybe to have him cook dinner sometimes. So we're gonna start with some easy recipes on the weekends. You know, apps and stuff are really fun, but we want to make them a little bit healthier. So today we're gonna make spinach and artichoke dip and chicken nuggets.
Sounds good.
Yeah? So first we're gonna start with a spinach and artichoke dip. And we've made this a little bit healthier than you normally get it in like a restaurant. I really like artichokes. I think we both.
Too, yeah. Artichokes are good.
We both like artichokes and spinach, but we're gonna make this more of a artichoke dip. But it is gonna have spinach and artichoke. We have most of the stuff prepped up for you guys already, so this isn't a really long, boring video.
We don't like that. We want an exciting video.
Yeah. So first, I'm gonna teach you how to chop.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. So this is what we call a chef knife, and we chopped some already. I'm not trying to kill you.
Oh, okay.
We don't kill our husbands. It's not nice. I love polka dots, as you can see with all my polka dotty fun stuff.
Polka dots, yes you do.
And so we want about 16 ounces of artichokes, and we've already drained these. And these are artichoke hearts, not whole artichokes. The hearts are the good part. So to chop, we're just going to use a rocking motion. And these, oh, that's squirted out all over the place. We'll just rock and slice, and then turn it, and then slice again. And scrape it into our little bowl here of the other artichokes. And now you just want to try.
Oh, all right.
So what do you think about cooking? You excited to learn how to cook?
Yeah, this is exciting. All right, so a rock and
like a chop, but not really hard, because when I did it, it squeezed out. There we go.
There we go.
Good job. Yeah, you're doing good.
All right. This is actually oddly stress relieving.
And then we go in the bowl. And that was the hard part. Well, besides opening that jar, right?
Yeah, that was crazy. Then you get a screwdriver on the side of it while I got that thing open.
Yeah, this jar was a little rough. We have a jar opener, but it was a little bit big, and that was a fun thing to do. So chopping was the most difficult thing we were gonna do here so far, because everything else we're just gonna mix together in this bowl.
All right.
So here we have 1 block of third of fat cheese, cream cheese, third fat cream cheese, and 1 of non-fat cream cheese. We use a third of fat to get a little bit more flavor, but still keep it healthy. So let's put this in the big bowl. You can use, this is a rubber spatula, so you can use
All right,
that.
so the whole, I want to take the whole
one of both of them, right in the bowl.
Right into the bowl.
Yep, right in the bowl.
All right, on top or on the sides?
Just throw it all in there. We're just gonna mix it all up.
All right. Boom.
And then I'll take that from you. You keep the spoon. And then we'll take, this actually, believe it or not, started out as 5 ounces, a big container of spinach that you get at the store. And what would we do with this? How come it's like all wilted now?
We sauteed it in a pan with oils, and the oils are better because it's healthier. You use butter.
We could use butter. Butter's still, good for you. It's still healthy fat, despite what a lot of people think. But we sauteed it in oil, and 5 ounces of a big bucket of organic baby spinach turned into this. So we're gonna put that in there.
Yeah, and these got a lot smaller after we sauteed them. It was like
but it was a full pan, right?
Yeah,
it's a full pan. So then we're gonna add the spinach. Right down in there. Okay, and then I'll take that bowl. And then let's do the artichokes next that we just chopped up.
Artichokes.
Artichoke hearts. Artichoke hearts, right? Yeah.
Artichoke hearts.
Add them in there. Just flip the bowl in there.
The
we don't
whole
need to be
bowl.
like dainty about it. You're a man, right? This is man cooking.
Artichoke hearts me with my heart. I want it to be gentle with
Aww, he's cute sometimes. Sometimes.
There we go.
All right, and then we have 2 portions of cheeses here. We have mozzarella cheese and we have Parmesan cheese. We split them into 2 portions because one is going to go in the mixing bowl and the other one's going to go on top. So this is a cup of shredded mozzarella cheese. This is 2% to make it a little healthier.
So we just drop them in?
Yep, toss that in there.
Alright.
And then we have 2 tablespoons of shredded Parmesan cheese. Not that like dry kind that you get that might be mixed with wood and all kinds of unsavory things. This is just shredded whole block of Parmesan cheese.
Alright.
Alright. And then we have my favorite, Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt, you like it on top of your chili and stuff, right? Because it's healthier than sour cream. It's full of protein and it has the same flavor profile. So we're going to just throw that in there too.
Yeah, you can't really even tell the difference. I didn't even know a lot of times when you made it with food before, and I was like, oh, where is
yeah, and it tastes just like the sour cream. You won't even miss it.
Looks like it too.
It does. And this is a half a cup of sour cream. Oh, of Greek yogurt, not sour cream, right?
Couldn't even tell the difference.
I couldn't even tell the difference.
You couldn't even tell the difference.
All right. Let's get all that good stuff out of there.
All right.
And let's clean up as we go.
Greek yogurt smells good too.
Smells delicious. All right, now everything's in that bowl except we're going to add some garlic. I know you don't like a lot of garlic because it makes your breath smell, but it's super healthy for you. So normally this takes about 3 cloves to make it tasty, but you can put in as much as you like if you don't like a lot of garlic. So I love this stuff in a tube. It's great. It's super convenient. It's just garlic in a tube. So we're going to use that instead of chopping up cloves because it makes it easy to teach your husbands how to cook. Less chopping, less chopping. All right, so how much do you want to do?
Let's do 1.
You just want 1?
For now, let's start with 1.
Let's go with 2. It'll taste better.
All right, let's go with 2.
All right, because this is like a big bowl of stuff. So
all right, we'll go with 2. I trust you.
It won't overpower it, I promise. We'll do 2.
All right.
I like 3, but he wants 2, we'll do 2. All right. So we'll do 2 teaspoons of garlic right in the bowl.
Uno dos.
All right. And then some fresh ground pepper.
Fresh brown pepper.
Right there.
A little bit more garlic on there.
Well, you didn't want it, did you?
And
We got it out of there.
Brown pepper. All right.
You know how to work that thing?
And we're gonna. How much do we want for pepper?
Maybe about 1/4 teaspoon, so about 4 or 5 turns
4 or 5
there.
turns?
1,
2,
2,
3,
4,
4, 5.
All right, we went with 5.
We went 5 for that.
5 for good measure. And then we're just gonna stir this all up. So stirring, you can stir like this, or fold, and fold is like this, like you're just folding it over. And for this, we're gonna have to smash up that cream cheese because it's a big block. All these ingredients were room temperature, which makes them softer and easier to stir up. So I'll let you stir that up. You're stronger than me. You can probably do that quicker. And then we just have a oven-safe bowl, or dish, whatever, that is safe for broiling. We're going to put this in the oven for 30 minutes. And then for the last 3 or 4 minutes, we're going to put it on broil to make the top all bubbly and crispy with the cheese. And it doesn't have to be mixed like super, super well because it's going to melt up in the oven.
How's that look?
That's looking good.
Pretty good. A little more?
Let's just mix it a little bit more.
All right.
All right, that's good. Let's show everybody what this looks like.
There we go. See
Nice
that?
nice and mixed up. And then we're just going to pour it into our oven-safe dish.
All right.
Or scoop it, actually, because it's not going to pour it very well. So, hold the bowl.
All right.
You hold the bowl, I'll scoop it.
All right.
Teamwork. Teamwork when you're cooking together. Let's tip it a little bit more. Tip it so I can get it out. There we go. See, when you cook with your husband, you can do things teamwork like this.
It's a good tag team.
And then that's easy. All right, we got everything out of there, and then we're just gonna press it down. You set that bowl down. We don't need to have that anymore. So we'll just press it down in there.
Ooh, that looks good.
Smells good too. Smells like garlic.
That's why we only did the 2.
Alright, then we have half a cup of that 2% mozzarella. And we're just going to sprinkle that evenly on the top. And then we'll tag team this again. He likes wrestling a lot, so tag team.
Yes.
Tag team was my choice words there, because that was funny. And then we have 2 more tablespoons of the Parmesan cheese, the grated Parmesan cheese. Dump the rest of that on top there. Then this is just going to go in the oven, as we said, at 350.
Looking good. Let's see how this goes. 350 for a half hour. Can't wait to see how it turns out.
Alright, so now that that's in the oven, we're going to prep up our chicken nuggets, and we'll be right back, and then we'll make the chicken nuggets for you.
Sounds good.
Alright.
One of my favorites.
And we're back with our chicken setup. So these are going to be healthier chicken nuggets. Stuff that you get from the grocery store is, you know, you never kind of know what kind of chicken's in there. And I like to be really healthy with the chicken because we want the free-range chicken that's not raised with growth hormones and antibiotics. I have hypothyroidism, and I don't want anything else that's going to mess with my thyroid and have extra hormones and stuff in my body. Nobody wants that. Alright, so we have our free-range chicken breasts. Chicken breast tenders. If you have a local butcher, or sometimes they actually sell these in the grocery store, they're just sliced in half breasts, which is less cutting again for you.
Yeah.
So, but before we chop that up, we're going to make our breading. This breading doesn't have any bread in it. It's made from seeds. So what we have here is 3/4 of a cup of ground flax and chia seeds. This is an awesome mix that we found at the grocery store. It already comes ground in a bag. It's flax and chia ground. So first, let's put that into the bowl.
Are we going to use all of it?
Yeah, all of it, right in the bowl.
Right into the bowl.
Right into the bowl.
Right.
Let's grab a spoon here. And then we have a 1/4 cup of the grated Parmesan cheese, the same cheese that we used in the spinach dip. Go ahead and throw that in there.
All right.
And then we have a 1/4 cup of black chia seeds. These are whole, they're not ground.
All right.
And then we gotta put some flavors in there. So we're gonna go with some oregano. Nice
oregano.
Italian flavor for my Italian man. Just a couple shakes. We don't need to get fancy and measure this here.
Good.
We're just trying to add some flavor. Add a little bit more. It's a little clogged.
Good.
A little bit. That's good.
That's good.
Now let's go with a couple more turns of the black pepper.
All right.
And let's double team this. I got some pink Himalayan salt. We're gonna add a little bit of that too. Just about 4 turns of each. Maybe a little bit more pepper.
All right. For good
All
measure.
right, for good measure. That's
there
good.
You go.
And how about some parsley flakes for a little bit color?
All right.
Just shake a couple of shakes in that. We'll go with 5 shakes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, and then mix that up. And then after he mixes that up, I'm going to have him cut up the chicken, cube it up into about 1 or 2 inch pieces, however big you like your nuggets. I like mine a little bit smaller. It feels like you are eating more when you have more nuggets on a smaller plate. It's just a psychological thing, but that's my preference. All right, we have our breading.
All right.
And we're going to switch places with that. Well, no, we'll just switch that later. He's going to cut up these chicken breasts,
all right.
like I showed you.
Same method as before?
Same method as before. And we already have a bunch prepped up here. This was 2 pounds of the organic free-range chicken from our local Amish farmer's market. So go ahead and chop that up there, babe. We'll move that over there.
Alright, alright.
Alright, go ahead and chop up the other one.
Alright. Let's do the other one.
Yeah, so these are about 1 inch, 1.5 inch. Yeah, I think they're good.
Alright.
Alright, then we'll throw these into this bowl. And go ahead and push that cutting board out of the way. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed, but we definitely had 2 separate cutting boards that we did with the artichokes and the chicken. Now, why did we do that?
Because we don't want to put the meat on our hands with the chicken and
Cross-contaminate, right?
yeah.
We don't want any cross-contamination, and chicken is one of the biggest ones. It spreads all kinds of bacteria like E. coli, so that's a no-no. Definitely separate chopping boards. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna team do this too, or switch those like we showed. Now, a lot of times when you make chicken at home, chicken nuggets, you dip it in just an egg wash. But I like to use a mayo because it gives it a little bit more flavor, and it helps. I think it helps, like, especially this kind of breading that's not maybe as thick, stick a little bit better. And what I did was make a homemade mayo. Yum. And do you remember how we made that?
Yeah, we used there was
Olive oil.
Olive oil
And coconut oil.
Coconut oil, and you also used egg whites.
Egg yolks.
Egg yolks. Egg yolks.
Now, egg yolks, people a lot of times will omit egg yolks because they think they're full of fat, but they're actually pretty healthy for you. They do have more calories if you're watching that kind of a thing, but that is how we make mayo, with the yolks, not the whites.
Yolks.
And I love pickle in my chicken. We figured that out a little while ago with the copycat Chick-fil-A recipe. That when you, yeah, who doesn't love Chick-fil-A? And it's Sunday, so we can't get our own Chick-fil-A.
That's true.
So we're gonna make our own version of some healthier little nuggets instead of going to Chick-fil-A, right? So you want to use an acid with your eggs and with your oil to help it emulsify. And a lot of times people use lemon juice or vinegar. I use pickle juice from pickles.
Emulsify, huh?
Emulsify. That's when we get this thick mixture here. It's called an emulsion. Emulsion. We're learning. We're learning
a lot.
All kinds of fancy terms here. All right, and we're using gloves. If you don't have gloves at home, you don't need to use them, but it just keeps the situation a little bit cleaner.
A little bit cleaner.
So we're gonna take the chicken, we're gonna dip it into our homemade mayo, which gives a nice coating that I think sticks a lot better than just eggs. And then we're going to coat it in the breadcrumbs.
Ooh,
Look
good.
how nice that sticks.
Yeah.
And then we're going to put it on a sheet pan with either parchment paper or a silicone mat like this one. So I have a silicone mat. And then we can just do this teamwork too. And you can dip it in the emulsion.
Ooh, emulsion. I like that word.
And I'll dip it in the breading.
All right, emulsion. Dip it all in there.
Yeah, give it a nice little bath. Make sure it's got a good
little
coating.
Emulsion bath.
A nice little emulsion bath.
Right.
And then I will dip it in the breading, and we'll finish these so you guys don't have to watch us do all 2 pounds of the chicken, and then we'll be back. All right.
Look good. Yum yum.
All right. So now we're gonna put these in a 400-degree oven for about 25 minutes. But we still have the spinach dip going at 350, so we're gonna have to wait a couple minutes, and then we'll be back with some finished spinach dip and some finished chicken nuggets.
Oh, I can't wait.
Take a commercial break. All right.
This looks good.
So our spinach dip just came out of the oven. Well, we let it cool for a little bit because we don't want to burn our mouths. And we're gonna eat it with some, these are awesome multi-grain chia tortilla chips, because we know we love our chia seeds that were also in our chicken, right?
Yeah.
So let's dig in and see how it tastes. Get all that cheesy goodness.
Mmm.
Oh, look at all that cheese.
Good. Mmm. Oh man, oh good. Mmm.
Someday they'll invent, you know, smell-o-vision or taste-o-vision, and you guys could know what this was like. You've got cheese everywhere.
Cheesy.
I think hubby did a good job.
Well, thank you, wifey. I couldn't have done it without you.
Yeah? Well, thank you for being in my video.
Thank you for teaching me now to make good food for the playoffs coming up.
Oh, yeah, for the hockey playoffs.
I can't wait.
Our Flyers are in it. Let's see how long they stay in.
When the Stanley Cup, we keep making all this food.
I know, right? Because this dip is definitely more than just for 2 people. I'd say it's for at least 12. Even though it's healthy, we still don't want to eat probably more than a cup, or a quarter cup, not a cup, a quarter cup of this, I would say, to stay within your portion control. So I think hubby did a good job on this. Let's wait and see about the chicken nuggets.
Let's see.
All right, so the chicken's out of the oven, and you can use whatever you want to dip these. If you have any of your extra mayo that you made, if you use the mayo and not the eggs, unadulterated mayo that didn't unadulterated that didn't have the raw chicken dipped in it, because no cross-contamination. We're gonna be a little bit bad. Like we said, we like the Chick-fil-A, and we have some Chick-fil-A sauce. I wish we had the Polynesian because that stuff's so good. But we have some honey mustard.
Mustard's good too.
So we're going to dip our crunchy little chicken bites in our honey mustard. Alright, ready?
Ready?
Boom! Give it a little bath, right?
Yeah.
No, more bath. Cheers.
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 Mmm.
Mmm.
Oh, that was good.
A little hot.
Wow.
I probably shouldn't have put the whole thing in my mouth at once.
That's why it's little in pieces. You have to save it. Mmm.
That dill gave it like that Chick-fil-A kind of taste.
That is good.
And the seeds give it a nice crunchy coating.
Mmm.
I think hubby did a good job twice. 2 thumbs up.
Thanks, wifey.
High five. Go team.
Go team.
Alright, so down below, I will post the written recipe for these so that you guys can share it with your hubbies, and maybe you guys can do it as a team or make hubby do it alone.
Oh, that's the next one.
Subscribe to my channel, or now our channel right here.
Oh.